Hello, Canada. Welcome back to another edition of the Canadian Citizen Journal. I'm your host, alias Tagai. So, by popular demand, I've had a lot of people asking on all the different social media platforms that they'd like to see some of these lineups. A lot of people aren't on X and TikTok and all the rest of it. So, I just kind of put together today's show based on literally what I could find. Now, you got to take into account that the Liberals they've been literally locking journalists out, real journalists, only allowing in their paid propaganda. And there's a lot of footage and stuff where if you take a look at how it's done, they push everybody forward to make it look like there's a lot of people. But even in those instances, you can tell there's only a few hundred people showing up at these rallies. I'm not going to waste my time and promote any of that footage on today's episode. I'm not going to give the media that type of publicity. I'm not even going to, so that there's no, because I put all my links down below. I'm not even going to give them that credit. There may be one or two here where I kind of might have to slip. I think there's the one that I end up finding on YouTube, but for the most part, these rallies are really bad. And they're doing little things, kind of like the NDP has kind of mastered this as well. They've been trying to do this. They kind of put everybody, they try to do like alleys or streets, or they'll put their bus along the side, and then they'll get all of the people lined up. And of course, Jake Meat's in the front, and he's doing his whole yay, whatever. And they cram the people together, and they know how to funnel the videography. It's where you actually align it so that it looks as though the numbers are greater than they are, and they will even proportion out people and put the shorter in the front and the taller in the back in order to make it seem like the crowd has this longevity to it. But the giveaway to them is that there's always a dead end of signs. So once you realize how the propaganda works, how they actually use the camera work, the videography, or the pictures, you can actually see there's a backdrop, and that backdrop is the end of the crowd. And what they'll do is, like Jake and I busted on a few of these, and the Liberals do this as well. They will purposely get the people near the very back of the line to hold as many signs as they can. And that way it seems like you're seeing all the signs and you're guessing, wow, there's like 7 people there or 6 people there, right? And you're all crammed up. Well, that little bunch of 6 is one person holding all of these signs. It's dirty, is what it is. It's propaganda. I haven't seen any of that at the Conservative rallies. Not to say that they don't. I just haven't seen it. For the most part, they don't need to. These rallies are huge. Another thing that the Liberals have been busted doing, and this goes for Karina Gould and all the rest of them, they either put mirrors up, huge mirrors up in their actual offices, or they purposely try to find venues that have mirrors around. And then they will literally try to master on how to lay the footage out so that the eye can't necessarily pick up the mirrors. This is dirty tactics. This is Liberals. This is what they do. It's propaganda. These people they're spending huge dollars on consultants, just like they've done for the last 10 years, in order to just bullshit the people into believing that they're well loved and everything. It's called the bandwagon effect, and this is what they do. So let's just kind of get started. There's a fair amount of pictures in here. I'm gonna have to mute a few things just because of the music, and of course with licensing, I've run into big issues with that when I go to actually put my stuff on YouTube. So let's just kind of start right. Where am I here? We'll start here. So this is one of the earlier rallies. This one here was Hamilton, and I can't remember where Carney was in this one. So Carney's is on the right-hand side of the screen. Poilievre is on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, they were saying, if you read up here, it says that the Carney rally has 1,650. This is actually bullcrap. It's not true. Everybody kind of jumped on this right away because they're going, wait a minute, there's no way there's 1,650 people there. So they were actually measured out the room. They used AI. This is what's great about X. Grok is amazing. And everybody was kind of figuring there's about 300, just over 300 people there. I actually did a head count. I spent the time and did a head count. And then what I did is I gave an extra 10% just because I know they push people to the front, but there's media and stuff that are sitting in the very back. I'm guessing at a maximum, there is no way there's more than 380 people in there. Period. Impossible. Not happening. I actually counted, doing all of the little heads and everything, 296. But it's pretty easy to get lost track with, how it is. Anyways, whereas Poilievre's 4,500 people, Later on, they said it was closer to 5,000. I'm just going to play a little bit, and you tell me what you think on how many people. So I have to mute this, of course, because they've got music playing. Wait a minute here, actually. This isn't the one with the music.
While importing goods from countries that pollute far more. This has destroyed the working class in our country.
Just to give you an idea.
Our common sense and this post-national ideology and still love. I am here to say that both hope and change are on the way. We will go. We will not be a nation of tax collectors and toll masters, of bureaucrats and busybodies, of gatekeepers and grandees, rulers and rule makers. No, we are a country of explorers and entrepreneurs, of artists and adventurers, of workers and warriors, of patriots and pioneers, a proud nation, a united nation bound together by the Canadian promise that anyone from anywhere can achieve anything, that hard work gets you a great life on a safe street in a beautiful house protected by brave troops under a proud flag. Canada first, let's bring it home. Thank you.
Watch as the camera pans.
Thank you.
So now I'm just going to go to this one here. This one here I have to mute. They've got music playing. This is the one I thought we were on next, but just to give you an idea. This is Hamilton. Check out the crowds. Like absolutely amazing crowds. This is Hamilton yet, man. This is like a, liberal cities. Pretty intense. And we're just going to keep moving. So this is a Carney rally. They were saying that there was 1,000 people there. There was a head count as well. 265 people. That's it. Now, of course, the media is trying not to show you. They're like, oh, you can't trust the rallies. You can't trust the rallies. Well, I don't know. Check this footage out. This is Surrey, BC. It was huge. They were saying 6,500 people. It's completely packed. Now, where this guy's taking the footage, he's standing on a balcony. The balcony runs the full length. The balcony is completely packed. He's at the very front. It's packed where he's filming all the way behind him. There's at least another 400 to 600 people on the balconies. And then underneath him is also part of that wide open area, packed right full. Standing room only. Surrey. This was Manitoba. They said 3,500 Manitobans came out. They again used AI. They calculated it was closer to 4,000. When I kind of did it, 3,850, 3,900 is where they were. So close to 4,000. They're bang on the money. Kind of calculated with whatever. And you got to watch it because a lot of people will, they're heavy conservative. I'm just trying to give you the facts, just the facts. That's kind of how I was looking at it. But so far, every place he's gone at, he has literally packed the place. Now, this is Carney's, one of Carney's larger ones. And again, this is the Winnipeg one that they were bragging about. So you just saw here, this was in Winnipeg, in Manitoba, around 3,800 people calculated. Here is Carney, where they were saying that they matched the numbers. Listen to the excitement. They called out Carney. There is no possible way that there is even close. I would say, you know, I didn't do a head count in this one, but just by judging by the room and looking at it, I don't think there's about 750 people, maybe 800 tops, and I think I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. If you actually look carefully, you can see they've got seating areas here in the front, and there's a big gap between him and the seating area, like from the podium. If you notice, there's a good 20-foot partition between where he's talking and the guests. That's seating room. So it's eating up a lot. And oversized stage. If you look to the left and the right, 20 feet on either side of him is burnt up. It's, again, to make it look like the crowds are huge. To be honest, I did the calculator, threw in the room size, and then kind of just did a quick kind of math on saying that was, and I gave it a limited space, like saying it was only 20 feet, 10 feet and 10 feet on each side of the podium and 10 feet ahead. And then I didn't put anything behind. And when I actually calculated it out, they were saying about 580 people. So kind of, I would say between 600 and 800 people max. There's no way there's any more than that. So again, mainstream full of shit. There's no way there's over like 1,000 people, let alone close to the same size. Close to the same, I don't know, like what, in the horseshoes, hand grenades, and A-bombs? What kind of close are they talking about? 3,500 to less than 1,000 is even close? Sorry. Yeah, I don't believe that crap at all. Now, this was the bar that they had supposedly just, you know, piled all these people, and there were lineups and everything all around it. And this is the actual bar that they were in. And yes, you know what? The bar looked like it was packed. It was packed to capacity. I'm not going to lie about it. They packed this bar to capacity. I think it's like 105 people. This capacity. I never looked up the bar. I just did a quick head count. I couldn't count 80 people in there. But benefit of the doubt. So upon further looking, I actually found, where the hell was that? Where's the footage? Right here. This footage right here. Yeah, pretty much answers it. This is the bar. And they were saying, they reached capacity. They had to turn away people. Did you see the size of this bar? Look at the size of this little bar. It's like a 20 by 120 foot long. That's it.
So does that mean we're going home?
Doesn't take much to pack this bar.
What does that mean?
Why would you invite more than the capacity?
Right, precisely.
That would be a plan.
So, sorry, not sorry. And then it was criteria kind of passes only. It was like VIP. You got to be rich to be a liberal, right? I guess that's how it works. Now, the best thing about this whole bar scene, which I thought was quite funny, was this notice that was put out right afterwards. They lost all their business. Nobody was coming to the bar anymore. So they posted this, and I feel bad because, I mean, it's just a little establishment. I kind of feel bad. But in the same aspect, maybe you should pay attention to politics a little bit more. You play with evil, you're going to get burnt, right? This is what they had wrote anyways. Please do not judge us for renting our space. We are a business. Today's event has nothing to do with our political views. Like every party, there is a minimum spend for the space, and we are paid to host this event. If Pierre Poilievre wished, we would be happy to welcome him to the St. George. We have been happy to be the host of many different birthday parties, retirements, and celebrations. I've lived for our Georgetown family and customers over the years. Hosting parties and selling beer is what we do. So they knew there was going to be backlash. There was another one that they had put out afterwards. It's the exact same thing, just without the whole, today's event. It was kind of like, don't hold this against us. I couldn't find it. It looked like it was taken down. This one here I actually found on an old post. So that's how I was able to kind of bring it back up again. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this was Kingston. Thank you very much, Daisy. This guy's awesome. I try to give him as much credit as I can. He's an independent. He's out there. He works his tail off to give the news. He puts himself in places like physical harm. He's already been like ran over, pushed, shoved. He even had a liberal like try and kiss him the other day. These people are sick. But he gets out there and he just tries to show the reality of what's happening on the streets. If you don't know who he is, but you're on social media, he's on all of them. He's on Facebook, he's on TikTok, he's on them all. I definitely suggest you give this guy a like and a follow and share, because he's working his tail off. We don't make no money doing this. Like this, we have to, in Canada, if I was in the States, I'd be making money. But I'm in Canada, I'm not making money. That's just welcome to Canadian regulations. Welcome to communist Canada. So he did a great job. Again, pretty amazing guy. Where am I here? Check this out.
I am in Kingston, Ontario for the Poilievre Canada First Rally. The cars are lined up a kilometer at least down both sides of the street, and check out this. Here's the start. Wraps around this way. As far as the eye can see, and down around the corner. I don't even know where the end is yet. I'm headed for it. This would be what polls do not show you. Mainstream media. Hey. Exactly. Mainstream media. Hey, how's everyone doing? Woo!
Look at the lineup.
Look at that.
This is insane, guys.
Hi, I see you on Facebook.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Unbelievable.
Liberal stronghold Kingston showing up.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah, thanks.
This would be the riding of Mark Garrettson, Liberal stronghold.
How do you guys like Mark Garrettson? Not big
Oh.
fans of him.
Oh, I finally see the end of the line, I think.
Wow. And the doors open like half an hour ago.
Yeah, the doors opened at 6. We are half an hour after 6 in a snowstorm, Liberal stronghold of Kingston. Huge turnout here for Pierre Poilievre Canada First Rally.
Bring it home, guys.
Look at the lineup, guys.
You guys.
Look
See
how
big
far
white
it
man?
goes.
Oh, it's a lot of people here in the line.
Holy jumping, it keeps going over here. I finally found the end of the line. Here, let's take a full shot of it.
Look at this lineup.
Holy jumping.
And he's late because people are already funneling
I
in.
don't even begin to know how to count this many people. It wraps all the way down the building here. Unbelievable turnout. All the way down the side of the building. Here's the front. The lineup all the way down. Unbelievable turnout here.
This is the best poll that you can't fake this kind of poll. This is real support for Pierre, and we're going to win.
Canada first.
So
Hey,
the guy on the right of him is Right Blend. He's another guy. He's out there. He's another independent. Him and Chris, they run into each other all the time. I think they're best buds. Again, Right Blend. Follow him on YouTube. He's awesome. He's amazing. He's been really good with keeping everybody up to date on, especially the Freedom Convoy stuff. He puts a lot, like he takes a lot of time out of his life in order to go out and record to just show the truth. And they do the recording where they will purposely see what mainstream is doing. They will back up and they will show you the actual reality, as well as get right in there at these protests and stuff. So again, like these guys, we all need your support. The only way for us to be successful in eliminating the crap propaganda, the paid legacy media, is if you like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate all of my subscribers. I've been just starting to kind of grow. Here's a really good one. On my TikTok account, when I broke the story about the Liberal MP Chin. Now, I've been watching this. If you watch previous episodes, I'm pretty political. I knew this was happening. The second I had evidence, I posted it. I was literally one of the first people to expose what was going on. Right away, my TikTok started to shut me down. This is China, liberal control, censorship. Now, I blame China more than I blame the Liberal Party because TikTok is China. But literally, I was watching the view count live. I would go on and I would watch it. My view count would go up to like immediately take off to 800, 840, and then all of a sudden it would drop right down to 650. How does that happen? And I watched this consistently. And over the course of the days, all of a sudden it just plateaued itself out and stopped at around 650. Then I did another one. Same thing. Every video I've done since has been like that. The last video I posted was like 7 views. So I even changed it and put the post up trying to tell people, and of course I misspelled China so that it doesn't really look like China. I put a 1 and a different thing for an A, and to try and get it out there, I'm being censored. They're being like hardcore on me. This is Canada. We have to, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all of our different platforms. And make sure that you actually go into our platforms. If you do, like I tell my subscribers, make sure you punch the notification bell so you know when another video is coming up. And if you don't have that availability, that function on other social media, purposely scroll through and check the videos because we are being suppressed. All of us, anybody who's putting the real news out there, fact-based news, is being suppressed. Welcome to China. It's a sad state of affair. This is why I say we got to decimate the Liberal Party. We got to end the censorship. The only way we're going to free ourselves is to have free media. So we're going to move on here. This was inside the Kingston rally. That's a lot of freaking people. This was inside the opposing Liberal rally. Now, I'll even give you volume. It's really hard to find footage from inside these rallies. And it's hard to sneak in. A lot of people that have been trying to sneak in, they actually are using digital face recognition. They're checking people from a distance at the door. They have staff working, and then those staff go right away, grab the people and escort them out. This has happened to Daisy, Wright-Bland, a whole bunch of other people who are trying to film, and a lot of people that I don't really know of, but I've seen other posts and stuff come up, and it's like, this is crazy. This is how they censor. This is how bad it is. Like, it's really, really bad. I've never seen anything like it before. This one is the Oshawa rally. This was last night. They broke records. 6,500 people, they say. Now they're actually running the AI, and they're saying it might very well be over 7,000 people. He has done this at like all the rallies, and he's having to like book bigger areas because he doesn't want to have people who can't get in. The exact opposite of what the Liberals are doing. They're purposely finding mirrors in small venues because they know they're not going to pack them. And then even then, they purposely, like I was saying, they use their camera work and stuff in order to push it forward. I urge you to watch a lot of my previous episodes because I expose this in a lot with where there's actual live footage, especially during pressers at the rallies. And you'll see the people standing behind them and how they're not impressed. Or like the brand new hard hats where they'll actually pull out the staff because the workers don't want to be there. I even had a steel worker reach out to me on TikTok, and he's told me that it was one of the very first TikToks that I did is when I kind of first started getting going. He had reached out to me, and not TikTok, but via an email, and he was like, we're having this rally, and he can't get anybody that wants to be there. So I actually posted that, and then I did that in an episode, one of my episodes. So again, I urge you, scroll through and check out my episodes. I got a lot of breaking news for a little outlet. You'd be amazed what this little outlet can put out. Right, we already been there. Get rid of that. This is, where am I here? Oh yeah, this is the Oshawa rally. Now check this out. Where the heck did I had one on here where they were singing "Oh Canada," but this is interesting.
That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, watch, Mike. Watch.
It's actually good because, as I say, Colin Carey's been Oshawa for so long, so you know.
I'm gonna rewind this. Listen to what they're talking about.
That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, watch, Mike. Watch.
It's actually good because, as I say, Colin Carey's been Oshawa for so long, so you know. Now I can at least put a face to.
Yeah,
who I'm
exactly.
supposed to be going for.
Although maybe this is this one's back.
These are real hard hats.
That's one thing.
They got stickers on them. They're dirty. These are real workers. These aren't the fake backdrops you see in Carney's pressers. The pretend workers. Brand new vests, brand new safety glasses, brand new hard hat. Listen to them laugh about Carney.
The polls are closing. They're going to get suspicious if you keep doing it every day.
It's just too funny. It literally, it's just too funny.
It's cool.
I just want to scroll down. There's a wicked video of them. Okay, so yeah, this is that Oshawa rally. Like, look at the people in here. Look at the people in here. It's just intense. This is the video I wanted to show. Look at this. This is crazy. This is the Kingston rally. They had it labeled wrong. This isn't the Oshawa rally. This is the Kingston rally. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now we're going to move on. This is a Carney rally.
Revolution can be done. We must do it.
No, it's not. It's not. But these are the people the Liberals brought in. This is the Liberal support team. This is what they support. This is what happens. This is going on the streets of Canada thanks to 10 years of a absolute globalist government trying to destroy our nation.
Death to Canada.
Death to Canada.
Death to the United States.
You listening to this crap?
And death to Israel.
By the way, there were 0 arrests at this rally. They burnt Canada flags at this rally. And they were all chanting, "Death to Canada." Not a single fine, nothing. This is tolerable. But if you go out and you set up a hot tub and a kid park and protest for freedom, you're going to go to jail. They're going to run you over with horses. This is the Canada we are in. And then there are Jagmeet Singh rallies. Now, I had to post this. This is absolutely hilarious.
We've got a message to Donald Trump. You Democrats and workers are going to fight back and defend our jobs and our country. We're ready to fight back. We've got a message to Donald Trump. You Democrats and workers are going to fight back and defend our jobs and our country.
Oh my God, it's too funny. Yeah, right you are. Look out, they don't look too impressed. It's a setup. They purposely pull, and some of these bosses, you know, they do some nasty things, like literally threaten jobs. And I got a couple people who've told me, and they're like, "Don't put my name down, please. Don't say it, but make sure you tell them that you know somebody." I get a lot of different people who send out, especially on these different social media platforms. Like, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on X, I'm on Facebook. Like, I get a lot of different people replying to me, and most of the time, they're afraid. We live in a country where people are afraid to talk. But like I said, I've had a few people reach out to me where they've said that they were asked or forced to be there. And like the bosses told them, you will stand behind them. And no fingers, no, and if you're not happy, whatever, but you stand there. We don't want any negativity. At what point in time do you lose your freedom to be able to say, well, I don't support that person? Some people, what are you going to do? You're going to lose your job? Or even if they don't fire you, you're never going to get a raise. You're probably going to be ostracized within that group. It's not right. So again, like that little bar, they held the venue. They're a little wee bar. We're having a hard enough time as it is trying to keep businesses alive. I don't believe in doxing them. I mean, you're not going to go dox these hangers. You're not going to go let's just leave the businesses out of this for now. But if you are out there and your bosses were telling you that, you know, you have to stand up or whatever, let us know. We're easy to reach out to. We've got emails. You can contact us. Most of the stuff, you don't even use your real name. It's just a contact through an email or an address. We can have a conversation between back and forth. Sometimes if you want to put your name out, I will. If you don't, I won't. But it's nice to hear that. I try to communicate with everybody. I try to read every comment and I try to answer back. I try to have a conversation with everybody because I'm Canadian. I want to hear everybody's opinions. I want to hear everybody's truths. I want that ability to communicate. That's what we need if we're going to decimate this incredible socialist purge that they're trying to do to Canada. This is what we need to get forward. Like it's a huge thing. And now, just to kind of end off this episode, I just want to show you something. Now, the media is so full of crap. This is the NASDAQ, if it decides to come up. Now, if you look really carefully, you can follow my little line here, okay? This is 2000. Right here. Okay? Now, we're going to move forward. 2000, I'm going to get rid of that little watermark. I'll scroll down here a little bit so you can see. There is a little wee dip. I'm talking a little wee dip. And this is what the news is trying to scare the bejesus out of everybody on. I'll get rid of this watermark so you can actually see. This is what they are freaking out over. It's the end of the world. Trump is attacking the globalists right now. So if you look really carefully, right? I mean, you can actually see where Trump came in, where like you can actually trace all. I post all of this stuff in the links below. Click on it and take a look at it and go right through it so you can get a better vision. And go on your computer and find out when Trump was put in and when Trump was out. You can actually find where he was in a huge curve. He did create one of the strongest market gains and economies that the states had seen. What he did was like unbelievable. And now they're all losing it. Oh, Trump. I mean, this is minuscule. And it's going to go down more. Guaranteed it will, because he's pushing out the globalists. This is his agenda. So don't let the media freak you all out. Relax. Don't trust the mainstream. Try to find people like myself. There's a lot of us out there. We post the facts. We put all of our evidence below. You can see that I'm not editing, changing clips, rewording, using AI to manipulate. None of that. I put it all. I have to do that. That's kind of why I did this. It's fact-based. I mean, it's right there. Yes, there is a drop. Yes, it is a speed bump. Easy. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And if you actually look back, like I said, and chase these, you can see where the dips were. This was the COVID dip, right? You can see it. And then you go back all the way further, then you can see where Trump was in. You can see these huge gains. Like it's all right there. Put your dates in. You can find it. Don't let the media create fear, hate, and division. We're much stronger and better than that. Well, you guys, I hope I got to show you everything you needed to see. Like I said, I had a lot of people that were requesting I show this because a lot of people aren't on these other platforms. I could have went on and on and on and shown you even more. Tried to keep this video fairly short. Looks like I'm already over 30 minutes. So that it is what it is. I am glad you tuned in. Hopefully you like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, punch that notification bell. It not only helps me grow the channel, it makes sure you won't miss any future episodes. And like I said, I am on TikTok, I am on Spotify, I am on YouTube. Search me out. I'm there. Make sure that you support independent media. We need all the help we can get, like I said earlier, so we can literally decimate not only the liberal fascist regime, but the propaganda arm that gives them power. Until next time, you've been watching the Canadian Citizen Journal. I've been your host, Alias the Guy. Stay informed.